Yes, good morning to you. Now, as Birmingham hosts the first weekend of the 2022 Commonwealth Games, our Midlands reporter Will Hollis has been covering the event so far, and he's got the latest for us. Good morning to you, Will. How's it going there this morning?
Good morning. Yes, it's almost the morning after the day before. What a fantastic start it was for England as well as Scotland yesterday. Both countries earning medals, and Australia slightly ahead of us, but we won't talk about that at this part early on in the competition. What we are going to be talking about, of course, is the big games. What's going to be the main focus for people? It's the marathon this morning. Where we are outside of Birmingham New Street, you can see the marathon routes. This is pretty much the end of it, where it's going up Hill Street right to Victoria Square, where we were, that main nucleus of these Birmingham Games for in the city centre, that main fan zone. And this is where the athletes are going to be coming after they've run that 26 miles. One set of marathons is already underway. I think two sets of marathons are already underway. But it's not just how the athletes are going to be getting out of the city, getting around the city this morning. Of course, it's how people hoping to see the athletes are getting around this city. Birmingham Games wants this to be the most sustainable Commonwealth Games ever, so they're pretty much encouraging public transport wherever you can go. But the difficulty here is for people that are trying to get around the city and into the city for long distance trains. That's going to be a real problem for most people, because as we've been talking about all morning, the union ASLEF is on strike. There's also been other strikes throughout the week, as well as more strikes coming in the week. So West Midlands Trains is running no train services today. Cross Country and Avanti, they're running highly reduced services. So the advice is, if you are planning to get around using the services that are on, expect them to be incredibly busy. And some services, they just simply aren't running, so you're going to have to look at other ways of getting around. Of course, Commonwealth Games, they've been putting on lots of bus services. So if you do have a ticket, that means that you can get a bus service. They're also encouraging people to ride bikes and also walk around the city if their arena that you go into, or wherever your venue is close enough to do something like that. Now, the Rail Delivery Group, which represents different rail operators, they're accusing ASLEF of targeting these games specifically, as well as the start of the football season, so affecting how people might be able to get to their favourite football team's games. But ASLEF, in response, have said that they didn't want to be on strike, but this is something that they just have to do because of the nature of the dispute that they're in right now. So I think it's going to be incredibly busy in the city, no matter what. It's going to be quite hard to get around the city, no matter what, but even more difficult if you were hoping to get to the games using a train.